Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Item number 5 is a public hearing on ordinance granting a rezone to Sticker Stock Incorporated at 688 South Post Oak Road for, changing the zoning from business to commercial to allow for a high-end RV storage.
So move. Second.
Does anyone wish to speak on this item?
Okay.
Hello. I'm Michael Reese, 300 Oakley Drive, Sulphur, Louisiana. I just wanted to bring up the issue also of the 20-foot buffer that is, I guess, is in the ordinance between the north side, on the north side of the property. So I don't know if there was any.
Tonight we just not meeting on that tonight.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No.
My apologies.
Oh, no, you're
So, do y'all have any questions about? No? Okay.
Yes, you good. Roll call.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item number 6 is a public hearing on an ordinance granting an exception to Johnny and Amy Frost at 415 North Huntington Street to allow for living in a business district.
So moved. Second.
Does anyone wish to speak on this item? Roll call, please, Ms. Arlene.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Item number 7 is a public hearing on ordinance amending chapter 18, section 4 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Sulphur under subdivisions.
So moved. Second.
Mary Danny, did you have anything you wanted to add on that?
I'm just from last month, we're just changing some of the definitions, so, some of the requirements in the definition. You'll see in the next one, we also, eliminate part of it, that order puts, that's what the second piece is.
Does anyone wish to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Item number 8 is a public hearing on ordinance repealing ordinance number 1787 for major subdivisions definition. This was a standalone ordinance which is no longer needed since we just voted on the previous one. Mayor Danahay, anything you want to add?
Nailed it.
So moved. Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Item number 9 is a public hearing on ordinance authorizing Mayor Danahay to enter into a corporate endeavor agreement with the State of Louisiana Facility Planning and Control for Maplewood Pump Station Planning and Construction. Mayor Danahay?
Yes, we've been awarded $1.75 million for this pump station through the capital outlay program. So this is just entering into that agreement with the state.
So moved. Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item number 10 was removed. Item 11 is a public hearing on ordinance amending the general fund budget for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2022. Mayor Danahay?
They are referring Ms. Lawrence to that.
As we spoke last month, these are just housekeeping items in order to keep us in compliance.
So moved. Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Item number 12 is a public hearing on ordinance amending the general fund budget for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2023. Mayor Danahay?
So moved. Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Item 13 was removed. Item 14 is the introduction of ordinance declaring certain surplus movable property of the city of Sulphur and providing for the disposal thereof. Mayor Danahay.
So moved. Second.
Does anyone wish to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Item number 15 is a resolution authorizing the advertisement of bids for Sulphur Law Enforcement Center storm repairs. Mayor
Second.
Danahay, you wanna add
Yes,
anything?
just the bids will be taken at City Hall 10 a.m. on November 7th and be awarded on November 14th. So we finally getting some movement on some repairs.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Item number 16 is a resolution approving the recommendation of Mayor Danahay for the appointment of John Wall as Chief of Police.
Madam Chair, I do make that recommendation.
So moved. Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item before we move forward?
I didn't know where that cheap. Been carrying this thing around for about a month. It's gonna land it somewhere. It's gonna be landed on you, so congratulations, John. I know you'll do a wonderful job for our city. Thank you, official. Yes, all of it. You're welcome. Thank you.
Chief, anything you wanna say? Speech, Chief.
This is the cheaper version of that badge.
That's from the detective division.
Well, it's official now. Thank y'all. You're welcome.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Item number 17 is a resolution granting a variance to Randall Knoll at 2325 Merwood Avenue to allow for mobile home to be 412.8 square foot rather than the required 600 square foot. Ms. Abchar?
Is there anyone here for this? Would you mind approaching it? You, Miss Duplessis. I want to say Duplessis, but I'm like, my memory may not be too good. We had spoke this afternoon, and so that was, kind of a little short talk. And I think you were kind of surprised too by the requirement of 600 square feet. And in actuality, the mobile units from FEMA, while they are wonderful units and help immediately, they're not designed for long-term living. But I'd like to give you 60 days. Let's come back and revisit this. It just simply does not meet our ordinances. It just doesn't. And if you have some extenuating circumstance that you need us to consider, we certainly are willing to listen to it. I cannot promise you an outcome. I am one vote. I have the votes of my colleagues. But, you know, we certainly understand, but we are bound to by ordinances. So is there anything that you'd like to say to us? And if that would help you, you know, give you another 60 days for reconsideration, I would like to extend that to you depending upon the vote of the council.
Yes, during Hurricane Laura, I lost everything. So, fortunately, FEMA granted me a child. And during COVID, I lost my job. So that kind of just put a damper on my credit, making it hard for me to purchase another trailer to put on my land that I'm buying. I am buying the land that the FEMA unit is sitting on, and just in a bad place, and need a little bit of time.
Well, your home is very neat, very clean, orderly on the outside. I did observe that. And, so I really wanted to give you an opportunity to speak to us.
Thank you.
Second.
And that was a motion.
Yeah, it was a motion on to, get 60 days.
Is there anyone who wishes to speak on this item?
this is for the amendment. Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
And now we'll vote to approve as amended. Well, we'll just give
Need
it
a
60
motion.
days. Motion and a second to approve.
Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Would anyone like to speak before we vote? Arlene, please roll call.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item number 18 is a resolution reappointing, I'm gonna mispronounce his last name,
I'll let you try.
Sam Mesuch to the,
Me and
I
such.
literally cannot pronounce it correctly, I'm so sorry. Mesuch. To the Sulphur Industrial Development Board. Nick needs that.
Yeah, I just asked to reappoint Mr. Mesuch. He is currently serving, and we would just extend that for the next term.
Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Item number 19 is a resolution reappointing Cynthia Beverly to the Sulphur Housing Authority Board of Commissioners. Ms. Melinda Hardy.
So moved.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Item 20 is a resolution appointing Jeremy Kane to the Police and Fire Civil Services Board to fill the unexpired term of John Wall. The recommendation is to appoint him to fill the unexpired term, which expires on July 29th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Item 21 is,
Let's see.
item 21, a resolution appointing a member to the Sulphur Housing Authority Board of Directors to fill the unexpired term of Ashley Fletcher.
So moved.
Second.
Who are we appointing? Cause I have it labeled as.
Mary Kay Stoma?
Alright, we have a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Would anyone like to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item 22 is rule to show cause for the condition of the following addresses. Item A, to condemn building or structure located at 221 Canal Street. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Alright, anybody have any questions? I need a motion and a
So
second.
moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Item B, to condemn the building or structure located at 597 West Carlton Street. Ms. Drew Ellender. Is there anyone here to speak on this item? Questions? Alright, I need a motion
So
and a
moved.
second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Alright, item C, to condemn building or structure located at 218 Ajulia Street.
So
Is there
moved.
anyone here to speak on this item? Need a motion and a second.
Second.
Alright. Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Item D, to condemn the building or structure located at 1529 Quint Street.
So moved.
Second.
Is anyone here to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item E, to condemn the building or structure located at 295 Beauregard Avenue. Is anyone here to speak on this item?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Abchar? Ms.
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Item F, to condemn the building or structure located at 113 Summerwood Drive. Is anyone here to speak on this item?
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Item G, to condemn building or structure located at 301 Rodham Street. Mr. Nick Nezat?
Yeah, I believe this property was recently purchased. Ms. Denise, do you have any updates on it? It's,
Yes, it has been purchased, permits have been applied for, and they're moving to renovate the whole building.
Is anyone here to speak on this item?
I haven't spoken with the new owners of the property, that are in the process of renovating it. Have you been able to contact them, Denise?
Yes, we've spoken with them, they came in and met with us.
Right, so when they pulled the permits, but since then, I mean, they're doing progress, cause I stopped by the other day, nobody was there, of course, but.
I haven't spoken to him since they got the permits, but, Jerry and the other inspectors have.
I mean, I feel as long as progress is being made, I mean, I may give them 60 days just to make sure they're gonna follow up with the progress.
Yeah.
And then if we see that they're making progress in 60 days, we can dismiss it. If we can make that motion.
Sounds
So
good.
you wanna make a motion to extend proceedings?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
And was that just, for the amendment? We need to vote on
No, that was to grant them 60 days.
60 days? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Item H, to condemn building or structure located at 211 Morgan Road. Miss Melinda Hardy.
So moved.
Is anyone here to speak on that item? Do I have a second?
So moved.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item I, to condemn building or structure located at 120 Roberta Drive. Is anyone here to speak on this item? Okay, we have a motion and a second. Do y'all have any questions?
So moved.
I was gonna ask, I see a note that an owner has pulled permits. Can you give us an update real quick before we?
They have pulled permits, they came in with scope of work, I don't know that a lot of progress has been made, but they are attempting to repair the home.
So should we grant?
I don't wanna speak, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you.
It's not mine either.
Right, that's what I was gonna say, I don't wanna speak for Drew.
Did you have a recommendation? Do you feel as with since you're over that department, you're gonna give them 60 days?
I would at least give him another 60 days, I think he's been trying to get his finances together.
I'd like to make a motion to grant that then.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Abchar? Ms.
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Item J, to condemn building or structure located at 115 South City Service. Is anyone here to speak on that item?
To move.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
All right, item K, to condemn building or structure located at 1105 Lori Lane. Ms. Joy Abshire.
I make a motion, and Mr. Vincent is here. He has been diligent with keeping me posted on his actions to date, with his progress in his building. He has replaced the windows in it. He has, spoke with material, in regards to material and I think in some levels of negotiation, for that. And right now, I know he is kind of in the supply issue with, doors coming in for his building. So I'd like to make a motion that we grant him another 60 days, as long as he continues progress in, getting hit that building, secured, because it's still open, and there's a lot of different kind of activity going on in that area. We don't want it to harbor bad things.
Second.
Do you want to say anything, Mr. Vincent? You
Well, I mean,
Go to the mic if you do.
If you don't mind, please go.
it took 60 days just to get the 2 windows and the door done, going through the entire bid process and approval and getting the work done. I need to replace the other walk-through door and the roll-up door. That may take another 60 days, I don't know, it just depends, you know? But there's no activity going on in there anymore, cause I've been going almost every single day, and it's the same every day. Only activity is people are dumping trash on my property behind my building that I'm gonna have to clean up, you know? It's no big deal, but right now I'm waiting on, H&H Metal to give me a bid to replace the walk-through, and then I have to get a bid on the roll-up door. And it should be pretty well secured.
Anyone that may have any questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Madam Chair, real quick, if you may, now that y'all completed this, as you see, there are quite a few condemnations on the agenda tonight. This is something that, we've become a little more aggressive with, since the storm that took place. Of course, you remember we went through the PPDR program. That is ongoing. You will still see structures out there that are not taken down because it is in the PPDR program, which moves ever so slowly, being that it's a FEMA run program. But we are going to be more aggressive in what we're doing here as far as condemnations and cleaning up the city where it needs to be cleaned up. So, just, you know, we've budgeted for it, and so you'll see more of these in the future.
Mayor, may I ask, just for clarity, would you define PPDR?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's the Personal Property Dredge Removal Program. It's a FEMA run program where you go in and sign up, and if you qualify, then they will come in and clear the property of anything that's on that property, structures, debris, whatever it may be. Like I say, it is labor intensive because they're requiring environmentals to be done on it. So you get structural engineers involved and things like that. So it's a long drawn out process, and hopefully they all manage to. If they don't, then we'll probably go through the condemnation process on those structures in the future.
Thank you.
All right, the next item on the agenda is 23, which was one of the items we added, introduction of ordinance amending ordinance 682, to correct the property description for annexation of J&J Outdoor Advertising. Mayor Danahay?
Real quick, this is a piece of property that was annexed many years ago, for that purpose, for a billboard. In the process, there was a piece of it that was annexed that really should not have been annexed. It's actually a right of way for Entergy. And so we're just cleaning this up. It was an oversight at that time, and so we're giving it back to what it was purposely for, which was the Entergy right of way.
So moved.
Okay.
Roll call, please. Oh, I'm sorry, does anyone wish to speak on this item? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hardy?
Yes.
Ms. Abchar?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Mr. Nazat?
Yes.
Item 24 is the public comment section. We ask that you please try to keep it to 3 minutes if possible. And if you would like to speak, please fill out one of those cards. Does anyone, I just wanna make sure, is anyone that wanna speak? So the card I had was for an item that was removed, so I'm just checking. And this ends the public comment section of the meeting. Does anybody have anything they wanna add?
Cal-Cam Fair this week.
Cal-Cam Fair this weekend. Everybody please go enjoy it. It's our 100th anniversary, which is amazing. The other thing is we have the Stars and Stripes car show coming up on October 22nd, that Saturday. Great turnouts, family oriented, totally family oriented. Everything there is at no cost. No entry, we feed the whole 9 yards at no cost. So bring families out and enjoy it. Yes, Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will be there.
All right, well, this meeting is adjourned.